Hello, I'm Crypto Diamond. In today's video, we're going over Merchant Token, the first consumer protection protocol on blockchain. But before I get this video started, please don't forget I'm still doing a $250 cash giveaway contest, which ends later this month, November 29th, 2022. If you want details on how to enter this contest, you do have to stay tuned to the end of the video. Now let's jump right on into it, guys. So one of my community members in my Discord dropped me this project to look at, and I looked over it and I really liked what I saw. And let me pull up the homepage for you guys right here, merchanttoken.org, and I'm going to put all the links for everything of this project in the video when I post it online for your viewing as well. So if there's any information you want to look into yourself, feel free to hit that description button, scroll down, and find what information you're looking for. And as you see on the webpage, crypto payments done right, the first consumer protection protocol on blockchain, which enables disputes and chargebacks for the traditional payment terminal on chain. And it looks like it's going to be using multiple chains as well, and we'll get into a little bit further in this video. Now let's scroll down here. They do have a nice animated webpage. I do like the way it looks, but other than that, they do have some good supporters as of right now, like Cointelegraph and FinExtra. Alright, so the missing piece for mass adoption of crypto payments, and this is something I could have used a while ago, honestly guys, just when I lost that last video, when I said I lost $3,000. Something like this would have been awesome, where you can do a chargeback or a dispute and get that money back instead of just saying, well, a hacker got my money, it's gone, there's nothing I do about it. So something like this in the crypto world, I do see going a long way, because there are a lot of people to lose assets and probably want to be able to do a dispute and not just go to a police station, because let's just face it, guys, the police really can't do shit if your crypto assets go missing. Half the police won't even know what you're talking about if you talk about MetaMask or crypto payments to begin with. They probably have no idea anything outside of Coinbase here in the US, to be honest. I'm not saying they don't, but that's my opinion. So the missing piece for mass adoption of crypto payments and consumer protection. So I do have tabs you can click on to go a little bit further into this, but I have already highlighted some things in the white paper that we're going to go over here shortly. So it is decentralized disputes and chargebacks on blockchain, the missing piece and true enabler for mainstream global mass adoption of crypto payments for the consumer's perspective. And I do see that being very safe for the consumer and hopefully for the merchant as well, in case something happens where a failed transaction happens and then somebody else picks it up and takes it to their wallet, similar to what just happened to me not too long ago. And real world payments, crypto payments on traditional payment terminals, pay with crypto on traditional point of sale system terminals, such as, like going to McDonald's. A POS system is pretty much just a cash register with software on it and where you make payments. Just so you guys know, they like to overcomplicate words. POS is just a cash register that's digitalized, just so you guys know. Alright, so the Merchant Protocol is the first blockchain project that introduces consumer protection concepts from the traditional card payment industry to any blockchain with support for smart contracts, the missing piece of true enabler for mainstream global mass adoption of crypto payments from the consumer's perspective. And as you can see, here are a couple tweets that have already been done about this project. MTO will be an important factor for the crypto mass adoption. MTO is the game changer and the future. See crypto in a physical everyday setting, like going to the shop to pay for milk and bread, paying crypto instead. It will be a huge game changer when its consumer protection protocol is live, and that's something, like I said, guys, we just can't wait for, because this is something everybody is going to need eventually down the road, especially if you're early in crypto now with all the scammers and the way that's been going on. If you were holding FTX and all that, I do apologize. I wish you could dispute those transactions that just happened there, but you unfortunately can't. But at least here at MTO, they give you that chance. And as you can see, here are some of the use cases, real-world use cases. The Merchant team is building an open DeFi payment platform for real-world users and use cases. DeFi consumer protection, DeFi dispute management, DeFi chargeback management, DeFi point of sale, which I'm looking forward to, because any merchant or anybody that owns a business is going to want a POS to help with the payment systems there. The MTO crypto wallet, and the SDK terminal software. And here's a picture of the team itself. So you have John Capeberg, Axel Adverson, Robert Sundberg, Victor Mendez, and John Walsh. If you want a brief description of what each of these people do, it is right here on their main webpage. Pretty much everything that's in the white paper is here as well, but we're still going to go over the white paper a little bit. And here is the roadmap. And for those of you who don't know what a roadmap is, it is a simplified version of the white paper that helps to break it down for us, the regular investor, so we know when things are supposed to launch and what time of the year that they're planning on going and making these transitions happen. And I do like that they named a lot of these out of Greek gods, or not Greek gods, but like Odin and Thor, Vale, Heimdall. So if any of you watch Thor, you probably know some of these names from the characters in Thor. I do like this because it just makes me feel like a little extra protected, little extra going on there. But these are the breakdowns of the roadmap, and they give you a brief description of what each upgrade is about in the process of this roadmap. I do like the way they laid it out. The token to power the merchant ecosystem. So I do believe their token is the MEO coin. As of right now, it's around 3 cents a token. They do have a market cap of $3.15 million and about 1.7 thousand in 24-hour trading volume. So that's actually really low volume right now. The price is good, and for a $3.15 million cap on a project like this, I do see that as a very low cap and a good entry point. And I do say this is a safe investment project. I can't say you're going to make money or lose money, but I do know that the people that created this project are not going to be rug pulls. I went through the audit. I went through the white paper. This is a safer investment for those of you looking for something safer, but still kind of new to invest in. There is 100% of all transactions are feed and put into a fee pool for CDM. There is a fixed token supply of 92,500,000 tokens, but don't get that mistaken as the circulating supply, because not always is the maximum supply going to be the circulating supply, which is the same in this case. So the circulating supply of tokens for MTO is only going to be 56,014,000 tokens. So as you can see, about 30,000 tokens, or a little over 30,000 tokens, will not be put into circulation. So they will not affect the price unless they get put into the market later on. Could drop the price a little bit, but they keep that fixed supply there. You might want to read more into it, into the white paper, to see what that's for. So if you want to buy MTO, they are doing something special right now where you can swap one-to-one later, MEO via the bridge. And if you want to buy this token, you can go to Uniswap, BitTrue, Hotbit, or Whitebit, which I've never heard of Whitebit, but I've heard of the top 3. And you can join the communities, and I will put all these communities in the description of the video as well, so you guys can check them out some more via Telegram, YouTube, Twitter, or GitHub. And GitHub is another great source for project information. It's similar to a white paper because it does break down the project pretty well. And here is what their documents look like. Consumer protection. And they did really good with the documentation. Unfortunately, I don't have enough time in this video to go over every single piece of this documentation, but if there's anything you want to read, it is right here, right next to the white paper. And I do have the white paper pulled up as well. And here is a Certec audit. And this is something you really want to see. Certec is one of the best audit companies in the crypto world. So when you see an audit from Certec, you know they've spent a lot of money, because first of all, it costs anywhere around $60,000 for a Certec audit or more. And this was done in March of 2021. And I went through the risk, and this is one thing that really impressed me, guys, is the total issues. There was 0 critical issues, 0 major issues, 0 medium issues, only 1 minor and 2 informational issues. And this is really rare in an audit, because every time you see an audit, you usually see maybe at least 1 critical or 1 major. Being that they have 0 critical issues and 0 major issues makes this an extremely safe investment when it comes to your assets not being taken or messed with in that market. I'm not saying the prices can change. That part is always going to be a risk. You don't know if the prices are going to go up and down, but at least you know that the developers are not going to take your money and run. And if you want to read more about this audit will be put in the video as well. And here is finally the white paper. And I did highlight a couple things in the white paper for you guys. So the abstract, HIPS Merchant Protocol, or HMP. The HIPS Merchant Protocol Gateway and the Governing Merchant Token MTO is a solution that introduces consumer protection concepts from traditional card payment industry to any blockchain with support for smart contracts like Ethereum, Cardano, or Solana, which we believe is the missing piece for crypto payments to have market penetration and acceptance among mainstream consumers. And I do see this making crypto going a lot more mainstream, knowing people have their assets a lot safer and can get that back if it goes missing. Just like the credit card industry, a lot more people are going to be getting credit cards when they know they can get their money back, or opening bank accounts, because let's face it, if somebody takes something out of your checking account, you call the bank, they dispute it, they put the money back if they feel it's worth the dispute. Same thing should happen in crypto. That's why I like this idea of the project, because this is adding a little extra protection for both merchant and consumer in the crypto space. And I did highlight a couple more things down here before we go into the contest. So here's an introduction. If you want to read it, I kind of wanted to go over this because I didn't know much about credit card history, and I thought this was kind of cool. So if you want to read the introduction here where I highlighted, it does break down the history of how the credit card was developed and how merchant protection and consumer trust were brought into credit cards and card payment systems in the past and how they're going to be used now. I do like this history. Feel free to read over it yourselves. I just don't have the time to read it for you guys. And we're going to scroll a little bit further down, and the solution. So the solution is in this white paper, describes how HMP will escrow ERC20 tokens in Ethereum's blockchain, but the protocol will work similarly on other supported blockchains like Cardano, with others like Solana, like I said earlier. And here we go, payment escrowing with automatic dispute management. Escrowing is particularly important for off-chain components like e-commerce payouts. When it comes to like Amazon, Google Store, anything that is a merchant that you buy from online, this would help protect them as well as you. And then we come down a little bit more, see what else I have highlighted here for you guys. Payment escrowing with community dispute management, or CDM for short. Escrowing with community dispute management is a method that accounts for neither automatic dispute management nor a merchant reputation. Instead, it is community consensus that decides if a dispute should be disapproved or approved. CDM allows any token holder to increase their token holdings by getting involved and actively participating in dispute cases. So as long as you hold one of the governing tokens or one of the tokens for this project, you are allowed to actively participate in these disputes, and you do have say in what goes on, as long as you're a holder. So a lot of people don't understand that crypto is very similar to stocks. The more crypto you hold of a company, the more voting power you have within that token company if you're holding a governance token, which a governance token is usually that project's native coin, is what they use for governing these projects. But a lot of people just don't know that. But just so you know, in the future, if you go to Algorand or if you go to Conflux or something like that and you buy their native coin, that's what you use to vote. So the more tokens you hold on that project, the more voting power you have within that ecosystem. And that's something some people want. I honestly could care less about the votes. I agree to some of them, but for the most part, in the projects I invest in, I trust where the developers are going with that. But I do like that they add the freedom for us, the consumers, to be able to vote on these disputes as well. So there are fees, and that's how money is made. I highlighted the fees section if you want to go over it as well. And this is how the project makes an income and keeps the money in escrow so that we don't have consistent payouts, so we don't have to worry about disputes not being able to get paid out. And that's one thing I liked, is how their fee system works as well. Something you guys are really going to look more into in the white paper. I believe that's pretty much about all I highlighted. There are key drivers and success factors, which are registrations, lobbying, and strategic partnerships. So they already have plans in the works of making this company successful and building a monetary base to get this up and running here, guys. And that's pretty much all I have for the white paper that I highlighted. If you want the token distribution, here is the token distribution model as well in the white paper. This is something some people like to look into, so you know where the tokens are being distributed to during the distribution cycle. All right, and here is the Etherscan contract if you want to go over it as well, showing the validity of this project too. And that's pretty much all I have on the merchant protocol as of right now. So the moment you've all been waiting for, how to get an entry into the $250 cash giveaway contest. All right, so you either have to be a subscriber of my channel. If you're not currently a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe and bell button, and then go ahead and also join me on the Crypto Diamond Discord and tag me in a conversation, Crypto Diamond, #5881, with a greeting of your choice. It doesn't matter what it says, as long as I know you're there for the giveaway contest. And feel free to jump in and join me in the community. It is really active and people like to go ahead and chat. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Good luck in the contest and have a great day trading. Goodbye.